Okaeri, go Shujin-sama. Yeah, how could you turn me away if I had turned up at your door like that? Quite easily, I expect. Unfortunately, not quite what we can do during this, because, well, that particular maid would be a dragon. And after the fun we had with the first season, how could I avoid it? But we all are definitely here for one and one only. I need my Fafnir. And for all of you wondering, no, there was no vote. This was my choice. I put it on because I have fallen even further into the rabbit hole because of everything you've made me watch so far. If you want to see my descent into the depths of anime even more, join on to my Discord. But for the time being, let's enjoy some DragonMaid. Debatable, but it has been a very long time since I watched Kobayashi-san, and okay, you can see why she wanted the best maids. How could they outrank Toru? Yeah, it's been a long time since I watched it. I believe it was one of the original ones that I started long ago, at the baby steps of the channel. I guess there's nothing hotter, but still. Is the cafe still standing? So she went there for just some scouting the enemy. Ended up getting full-time employment. Oh, Elmer. I didn't quite expect this intro like this, but still. If only we could all finish the hard day at work. Maybe not have a dragon to come back to. That can be questionable. Also, how long is she going to hold this job at this maid cafe that she's just wound up finding? But alongside Toru, Kana, Fafnir, Elmer, Lukua, I know of at least one more that we'll meet, but how many of the old dragons are we going to see as well? But Made by Maids. Did I miss that name before? Is that all it takes? You don't even need to have an appointment for an interview there. Just is there a better reason to find some work? And maybe they can actually teach you how to do things properly, maybe. It is... Oh, I don't like that slow blink. Customer facing. Yes, the service industry is a foul beast. Well, it's been several days, so... Actually, a dragon. This is quite a busy cafe. Apart from those selling a theme. And how much does it cost? Probably not a good idea to ask why. Really? I mean, that would be why she was so against the service industry and restaurants in general, but... Huh. Effective. I mean, she is putting her all into this. I'm not sure you'd need to put so much effort into the when the customers aren't watching, but keeping morale up. I thought this was staff only. Ah. Good reference to a classic painting. Who would have thought that... If you're going to do it right. So, despite not following the rules and having... I wonder what she wants. Now, is she actually... Oh, yeah, this works. This isn't your average maid cafe. This would probably actually be slightly better. I hope after such an intense spell... Looks delicious. Ignoring the colour and the dangerous aura to it. She seems to be good with the customers and they enjoy it, so... She's had enough after a while. And after the cafe have made such a name for itself now, you've played yourself. After teaching the fundamentals of magic, of course they would be here. Unique might be the word for it. But the fact that they've taken it on board and seeming 5-star? Ah. That's what she's upset about? I mean, you're getting rave reviews. Why are you too upset? I want some toast now. That looks a lot more than just a landslide. Again. Wasn't Fafnir. You know, you can't draw him away from the... You can't keep him away from the computer for too long. You know he's innocent that... And Elmer's too busy. Don't waste that. Good catch. Rather than take it out of her mouth. Now I wonder who the true culprit could have been. That's one smile. What a greeting. And for Elmer to immediately react and put up like a wide range spell there. And kind of like the end of the first season with, was it her father? Getting intense in the... Let's not forget, you know, along with maids and cutesy day-to-day life, at its heart, this really is a also followed. This is also a battle anime. So, you know, Toru does have the upper hand, but since she's not trying to destroy stuff, probably can't go all out. Where's that stemming from? Well, at least we know where the fire is stored. Yeah. Toru isn't her only target there. Is the Harmony faction. And what about... Yeah, he's busy. Although, if it... Spectator. Yeah, do you really want Kana involved? But if it affects his network connection, maybe Fafnir will get involved. No matter how much you ask. Seems like she's going to be fed for a while. I think we have a deal. And Iriru is probably going to be in trouble now, considering Elmer is not just going to stand by anymore. You know, if the city's destroyed, Toru loses, what cafes are you going to go to then? And despite apparently being well within a strength and skill set to rid herself of this with that sweat beading up there. Yep. Don't think I'm doing this out of my own goodwill. I didn't expect that kind of animation in the first episode. Not really seen a portal like that. I really like that, like, exhaust vent of all the steam and heat. We don't even get to see the true dragon form just yet, you know. Not big enough threat. You did well. And thanks to Elmer keeping humans away, hopefully it won't be on the news. How many events like this have just dumped unceremoniously? But how can they work together so easily? Quetzalcoatl. It's wait, is she just forced to... He's a skilled player of that. That's... that... Okay. That's our reintroduction to Luqua. Did we really need any more? And after shooting off a beam of that power as well. Well, that'll probably take a few minutes to explain. I mean, maybe certain things, but overall... Huh. I mean, there was an OVA which... Oh. Is she trying to beat Toru in that respect there? Ah, I think you've got the wrong thought about this, though. Your male instincts? Does her hand sting after slapping like that? You're not going to get rid of her that easily. Also, did she just fix the string on her cloak? And yet you're sitting here on a train having a conversation. Well, most of the humans don't even know dragons exist at this point, I think. I know she's part of that Chaos faction. And there have been plenty of stories throughout history of, you know, slaying dragons, so yeah, I can understand. And yet all she wants to do is go to work, get home, and have a good meal and a sleep. It is those small differences which breed some interest. If everyone was the same, life might be a little boring. She is so understanding, especially after having her home invaded. No. If it was all humans, the world would be very, very different. All of them, are they? Well, I'd say that was a successful talk. Okay. That's all we need, a second to understand her backstory. Okay. I am curious to see what she actually did with that light there. Oh shit. Didn't work because she's a woman. Well, this has made things interesting. Oh no. Just try again. Yeah, it's fine. What did he do to get banned? You thought Irudu was the true menace to society right now. He understands. Oh no. You don't mess with someone's source of enjoyment like that, banning their accounts, especially if they have the power to disrupt everything. Okay. I'm not sure how I feel about the designs of them in this style. You can really tell the difference in their likes there by the designs of their little model houses. Quite so colourful, resembling the old Aztec temples and whatnot. Makes sense. I don't know about Elma and her sweet house. She ended up eating herself out of house and home. But what a reintroduction to Kobayashi-san. I don't think this is going to be solved too easily. Some might not want to be reverted. Well, I think that pretty much covered everything we could have wanted, expected, and even more. Reintroducing you to the characters, showing their basic level of wants, their reason to be in this world, giving us a new antagonist, a possible dangerous threat onto the world. Some pretty good animation. And of course, hammering down on that plot thread of, despite our differences, at the core of things, we just want us and those we care about to be able to live together in peace. Oh, and actually be able to play our online games. I mean, I've lost save files before, and that was devastating. I don't know how I'd feel about being banned from something that you've spent countless hours into, and probably a lot of money knowing Fafnir. I would like to know what kind of level of rule compliance he broke. It did say temporary ban, so maybe things will be okay. Maybe. But if you're just looking for some dumb fun with some interesting characters, pretty good designs, and a slightly interesting take on the whole comedy romance angle, I think you want to see some more, because I know I do. And no matter who your particular favourite is, you're wrong, because we all know it's Elmer. But I know that watching this was a good idea, because one episode has already put me in a pretty good mood. I'm looking forward to more. Probably you are as well. If that's the case, let me know down below. And of course, to really show your appreciation, the usual, leave a like and a subscribe if you want to. But for now, I think I'm going to make myself some food. There's quite a lot of emphasis on it this episode, so I feel I might get hungry after a while. Unless you want me turning up at your door, head to toe in full maid regalia, I would implore you to join my Patreon instead, because it keeps my channel running, and therefore out of the service industry. So, to Electric Ant, Arthur, Noku, Raywin, Kite, Sal, Shiran, Mecha, Matt, Stinsfire, Gurley, Saltytron, Cardboard, Dark Shadow 7899, Croyville, and everyone else, I really do appreciate that you're keeping this channel clean, tidy, and hopefully being careful of any claw or scorch marks.